Hi, this is Ron.
Hi, this is Diane.
Welcome to the Light and Life devotion with a short message of light and life from the Word of God. John chapter 1 verse 4 in the Bible declares, "In him, Yeshua, Jesus, was life, and the life was the light of men."
The topic for today is rest. When I think of rest, I think of taking a long nap or lying in the sun on the beach or having a cup of coffee with a friend. Physical rest is important, but what does the Word of God have to say about the true source of rest and where it can be found? Here are a few examples.
In Genesis chapter 2 verse 3 we read, "God blessed the seventh day and separated it as holy because on that day God rested from all his work which he had created, so that it itself could produce." So, God rested on the seventh day. He finished his work of creating and then stopped.
God gave us the Sabbath, Shabbat, to rest as a day set aside for worship and fellowship with other believers, and as we observe that, we are entering into his rest. This reminds us that we are to trust him to take care of us and supply our needs, not just on Shabbat, but every moment of our life. Are we so busy and even doing God's work that we aren't entering into his rest? So there remains a Shabbat keeping for God's people, for the one who has entered God's rest has also rested from his own works as God did from his. Therefore, let us do our best to enter that rest so that no one will fall short because of the same kind of disobedience. Hebrews 4 verse 9.
In Joshua 21:44-45 we read, "Then Adonai gave them rest on all sides, just as he had sworn to their fathers. Not one man of all their enemies withstood them, for Adonai gave all their enemies into their hand. Not one good thing that Adonai had promised to the house of Israel failed. All came to pass." Did you notice that? God is faithful to keep his promises. All came to pass that he had promised, as his people trusted and obeyed him.
Jesus, Yeshua, lovingly invites and commands us, "Come to me, all those toiling and being burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28.
Yes, Yeshua promises us rest from toiling and burdens. But what is our part? We need to come to him in trust and obedience. In our fallen fleshly natures, we try to do the things that only God can do, and then we wonder why our lives fall apart. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 12 warns us, "There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death."
In Psalms 131, 1-3, David opens up his heart and gives us a beautiful picture of what that looks like. "Adonai, my heart is not proud, nor my eyes lofty, nor do I go after things too great or too difficult for me, but I have calmed and quieted my soul like a weaned child with his mother. Like a weaned child is my soul within me. O Israel, put your hope in Adonai, from this time forth and forever."
So, what does entering into God's rest really mean? It means freedom from striving as we trust in his promises, resting in God's finished work. Psalm 62 verse 2 says, "My soul, wait in stillness only for God. From him comes my salvation."
It's placing ourselves in the hollow of his hand, joining him as he does the things that only he can do. He accomplishes his awesome work in and through us as we have his rest for our souls. No matter what is going on around us, we have his shalom. Shalom means everything in order. We rely on his word. Entering God's rest means coming to him and giving him all our burdens instead of trying to carry the load ourselves.
Our obedience leads to rest. Disobedience leads to unrest.
This week, let's do our best to enter into the only true rest that there is.
God's rest. Till next time, shalom.